Hey fellow comrades, welcome back to our newest Pokemon Black and White 2 Wi-Fi Bell. Today we're gonna be facing a Hail team made by SMP. If I'm not mistaken, this is, of course, his Hail based team. And Hail in general, it's quite unique, quite rare of a weather to be facing. And for me personally, I believe this is my second time facing it. And this is an RU match, so let's get straight to it. I'm gonna lead with my Ninjask. This is a testing team. I'm still in development, still needs heavy modifications, but trying to kind of use some other teams. Don't want to be revolve myself around same old. So I'm gonna switch out to Celix, predicting him to Volt Switch, and he did go for the Volt Switch really early. Plus Blizzard can miss. I'm pretty sure he's not gonna risk it, and he does switch out to Poliwrath. By making one great move, I make up for making a really bad one by going for Ironhead this early. He's probably a defensive one. Seeing how much that Ironhead did, that was impressive damage. I mean, this is a Poliwrath, probably max HP, maybe even max defense, and this is Life Orb, Share Force, offensive Steelix. Felt like using it. Who knows, maybe it's gonna give me some destruction upon everything that faces him, but unfortunately that's not working at the moment. Switching out to Quillfish to wall his Poliwrath, he switches out to Uxie as I put up the Toxic Spikes. Same old moves rolling around right here. Gonna switch out the Ninjask, knowing for a fact this thing probably goes for the Stealth Rocks first, before U-turn, before T-Wave, before anything that can threat me in any way, shape or form. So I do switch out the Ninjask before those are laid down and sub away on his switch. So this is great. He was maybe fearing Bandit, X-Scissor, who knows. He switches out to Rotom. I'm pretty sure this thing is Scarf. I'm just gonna go for that Bug, Gem boosted. X-Scissor doing a lot of damage to him. Rotom as it stands is probably the biggest threat on his team with his Scarf. I need to handle him because even my Slowking is gonna have problems because of T-Bolt. And you know how it goes. Rotom in general, all of the forms of Rotoms can be just threatening in some way, shape or form, when you compare their unique typing. But I'm thinking he can either go for Pursuit or the Shadow Sneak. Yeah, I know Sucker Punch is an option, but I do have a sub, and the thing is I was predicting him to Pursuit or the Shadow Sneak. I know I can take either of those two, plus it is 2 moves versus 1, so it's better to be sticking with the prediction of 2 moves, than be sticking with only 1. And I did make a clever move by staying and getting some damage in there. As as you can probably tell, this Vayne is gonna come in, and this Vayne is known for going for the Ice Shard, and he did go for the Ice Shard. Now, unfortunately, because Quillfish can easily sponge that. I know Stealth Rocks are up, but Ninjas can still be left behind to be a good of a Death Fodder for scouting purposes later on, as he does have a choice Pokemon in form his Rotom that can most definitely work. Just going for the Poison Jab, may as well do it. Don't want to be facing that Vayne that is probably there just to put up the permanent hail. Not much to say about that guy. It's really not going to be that big of a threat, but he switches out to Uxie. This Poison Jab actually did more than I was expecting. I'm thinking this Uxie is a little bit of a weird spread, maybe max speed, max HP, because Poison Jab did a little bit more from a defensive Quillfish. I'm gonna switch out to Rotom after a second my Ninjas, this for the purpose of scouting. I can easily do that. Maybe he's gonna T-Wave, whatever he's gonna do, but he decided to Sahig there. I'm gonna switch out to Rotom. I'm gonna go for the Shadow Ball. Not sure, did I get a crit on Uxie? It may have mattered, it was a defensive one, some shit. Uxie is a general very bulky, but Poison Jab did that much. I was thinking that, yeah, the crit didn't matter after that. Still, I take down his Rotom. I guess he was thinking I'm modest after taking down the Uxie, but the thing is, I am timid. Yeah, Smogon does recommend you to run timid because of the sake of, you have that shoulder speed, and having timid can actually benefit you greatly after you face some of the more common Pokemon in this tier. The moment Steelix comes in on the Glaceon specs, probably Blizzard destroys me completely. Even a Scarf Blizzard from this Pokemon can most definitely destroy me in one shot. So I was still not too sure, but either way, I know for a fact that if there is a Pokemon that can wall a choice specs Glaceon, it's definitely this Slowking. Now the thing is, I made a mistake on this Slowking. I have 3 offensive moves and Calm Mind. So in general, he doesn't have Slack Off of any sort of recovery outside of his Regenerate ability on the Switch. That is the only sort of recovery I have on this guy, and he did switch out his Hail Permanent user. Unfortunately, I do have the flamethrower, and 4th I'm weak to it. After Calm Mind is certainly gonna take him out. Without the Calm Mind, it would have probably survived because of the unstep and all. All the standard stuff you already know about. I'm gonna switch out to Goliath after seeing this Pokemon. I'm thinking, well, Shadow Ball may be coming my way. I don't want to be facing any sort of crits. I still want to be sure that my Slowking is looking healthy and all. I'm gonna switch out to Goliath to probably take even 2. I'm offensive, if I'm not mistaken, but Glaceon does have a defensive bulk. This is something we tend to forget, but Glaceon does have some good defenses to it, and it's an extremely powerful evolution. I believe it's one of the more powerful ones, especially special attack. I believe it's up there with Espeon, if I'm not mistaken. And this thing with Specs, Underhail, Blizzard, destruction upon everything in RU. I guess Slowking can take it, maybe something else, but not much. It's crazy. This thing destroys walls outside of those. Unfortunately, Goliath was not enough to take him out in one shot, but this does give me the opportunity to switch out to Rotom, pack the T-Ball straight to the dome, and take it out easily as that. Poliwrath is going to be his last remaining, but unfortunately, because I did save up my Rotom for this guy in particular, I can easily T-ball him away and do a lot of damage. I was actually surprised by this. I'm guessing this is a defensive one, because especially defensive should take a little bit better, because I'm a Scarf Timid one, and Rotom just doesn't pack that much punch, if they're not heavily damaged in advance. So in this case, it's still gonna have enough punch and still have enough bulk to take his incoming move and retaliate with another T-Bolt and take him out. So that was a good game to my opponent here. I had lots of fun. Hope you guys have enjoyed as well. It was an interesting match. Slowking was mainly the check to majority of his guys, but Rotom, that thing was definitely a threat. That's probably gonna be it for today. I'm gonna be working on my random Pokemon generator next. So stay tuned for that, and until next time, take care. Peace.